So I made a fabric poof for the first time. Yay! And I am calling her Nkoyo. I am in awe because it turned out better than I imagined. It's big enough to serve a functional purpose like sitting, resting my feet, place for the pets to sit. And I believe sewing it facilitated my creative flow. Now, for as long as I can remember, I have been a fan of home decor, particularly soft furnishings. So when I saw the opportunity to make a custom poof for myself, I knew I just had to play and create one. Now, thank you to Closet Core for making that possible too, by providing a free pattern on their website. If you're interested, check out the link in the description of this video. Hello friend, I come here and welcome back to Things I Made This Week. I appreciate you for tuning in, and in this video, I will share my thoughts on the construction and design of this beautiful fabric poof, my fabric choices, and so much more. And on this channel, I share stories of my various creative practices in hopes to inspire you to get creative and to share your own stories. If it sounds interesting to you, I would like you to subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. I appreciate you. Let's get into the construction and design notes. Now, constructing the poof was fairly easy because I had a pattern to work with, and there were just 3 pieces of 12 triangles that made the top of the poof, 12 rectangles that made the sides, and 2 half circles joined together by a zipper that made the bottom poof. I also followed the instructions and used a piping made with seagrass twine. And the ashweke fabric, as you can see here. Now, the ashweke is an indigenous Nigerian fabric, typically used for special occasions such as weddings. One thing I appreciate is the fact that the pattern came in 8 pages because I do not like assembling and cutting up PDF patterns. I have decided not to do any PDF pattern assembly beyond 10 pages. One time, I got a pattern that came in 100 pages and I was like, nope, not doing this next time. So I really appreciate that this pattern only came in 8 pages. Cutting the fabric was okay. I am trying to get into the habit of enjoying the cutting process. So having a pattern to work with really did help. Now, I also made some strides in my sewing capabilities with this make. I installed a zipper for the first time. It did take some time to get a hang of, but YouTube came to the rescue and a tutorial on there helped, make this possible. Although I still need some more practice to be solid in installing one seamlessly. Now, the makers of the pattern Closet Core provided Velcro as an alternative, but my only worry is the sturdiness of the Velcro, considering the weight of the stuffings placed inside the poof. Anywho, that's an experiment for another day. I also tried piping for the first time. I checked out a tutorial too, and it was pretty straightforward to do using the zipper presser fit. I just realized that my Janomi only comes with the regular zipper foot. And while that is okay, I think next time I will try to use an invisible zipper fit to see how much closer I can get to the piping while assembling the poof, because trust me, I'll be making more of these bad boys. Now, in terms of how long it took me to complete this make, I completed this make in 3 days end to end. I printed and cut up the pattern in 1 day. I completed the top and the bottom poof in 1 day, and I finished the side panels and assembled everything on the 3rd day. I also stuffed the poof for the different days, so kind of like 4 days, or 3.5, I should say. Now, some final thoughts on the construction. I believe what contributed in my feeling like this pattern was fairly easy is that it infuses the quilting techniques like piecing and chain piecing. I did not chain piece because I was intentionally being slow in the construction process. But with my quilting experience, it made sewing this a breeze. Now, if you want to see a quilt that I made recently, then check out my video on the North Star quilts that I made, linked in the show notes of this video. Now, for notions, the pattern called for piping and zipper. And the pattern instructions also called for serging or using a zigzag stitch to secure the sides, to kind of help with the durability of the poof. Now, I am just starting to learn serging and I don't feel completely confident with it. So I stuck to a zigzag stitch. And now that I think about it, I feel like I should have done an overcast stitch. Like that would have mimicked serging a lot more closely. But I'm hoping that by my next make, I will use the serger. Shout out to my sweet friend for loaning me her serger to practice with. I appreciate you, girl. Now, as far as construction goes, I really enjoyed the process of assembling this poof together. Now, fabric choices. I missed out on Dirty December this past Christmas, okay? From Akwa Ibom, and being home for Christmas is one of the best times I have. And whenever I'm away from home, which is most times since I don't live in Uyo anymore, I like to have home decor pieces that remind me of home. Whether it's the palm fronds of the coconut trees or the vibrant green colors of foliage, the fresh air, the dirty brown of clay, the sea plus the seashells, the vibrant fabrics that we adorn in the spirit of community that animates the parties that we throw when we come together to celebrate. I reflected those influences in the fabric and embellishment choices in this poof. If you live far away from home, let me know in the comments what home decor items that you own that remind you of home. Now, I went with the canvas fabric. The pattern did call for a canvas fabric, so I went with that. I also added some adire fabric, which is an indigenous Nigerian fabric, as well as the ashweke for the piping. And for the embellishment, I added a cowrie detail. Now, although I didn't like how much the canvas fabric frayed, I know that the zigzag stitches that I applied will secure the fabric, so I'm not really worried about that. Now, one last custom detail that I added is a label, as you can see here. I got a friend to design a label for me that I enjoy attaching to my makes. I feel like it gives my makes a lushness that I cannot describe. And I really love adding that detail to my makes. One suggestion that the pattern gave that I appreciate is the use of drawstring liners for stuffing. See, that was a mouthful. This can make your life easy if you want to wash the poof when it becomes dirty, which I see myself doing because I have pets. So I improvised by using a drawstring trash bag that I had picked up from No Frill. And it came in very handy. I stuffed the bag with all the scrap fabrics that I had accumulated in 9 months, and I also used really old bed sheets as well. This is why I appreciate this make, because it is a great scrap buster. After stuffing all of my stash, the poof took a lovely shape, as you can see, and it is very much ready for my use and to take a permanent spot in my home. Making the Nkoyo Pouf satisfied me in ways that I cannot describe. The mindfulness that I experienced and the ability to slow down helped me to connect with myself more deeply. I enjoyed sharing the story and inspiration behind the making of this poof. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave me a comment letting me know what you enjoyed about it. Until my next video, take good care and bye.